Now, 2 more to go before I shut down the stream. So, we gotta react to Kanji's video, and then Sailor Moon Abridged by Team 4-Star that made Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Let's get things done.
For a long time now, the Sonic franchise has had one of the biggest and most chaotic fan bases on the entire internet. And from my personal experience, every time something comes out of the Sonic community, it's either amazing or unbelievably shit. And let's be real, it's usually option 2. I know that every fanbase has its weird side.
The 9/11 and some kid got this character pregnant? Bro. That is way worse than Brony Community, I think.
And that isn't exclusive to a single franchise. I myself have made a lot of videos talking about disturbing and bizarre fan media made by different fan bases. However, it's undeniable that out of all the fan bases that exist, the Sonic one is the one that has the most of these bizarre pieces for people to cover. The franchise of our beloved Blue Barefoot Hedgehog always seems to be the main target of the most disgusting and bizarre creations out there. 2 babies, 1 fox, a dog-shaped creepypasta, the fan art of Sonic and Shadow as a floating toilet. I could keep listing all these degenerate creations this fandom has released, but I don't have the time or the mental health to put myself through that again. Until I remember that I'm literally a disturbing content slot channel, and that's what I get paid for. So today I want to talk about a Sonic fan game that I unfortunately had the displeasure of discovering a few days ago. The game is called Babysitting Cream, and to sum it up, this is a cub or fan game. And in case you don't know, cubs are basically lollies for furries. In this game, the player takes the role of Sonic. Well, not the actual Sonic, but more like an EVP for...
What the fuck was that? This house is fucking haunted.
4-5 version of him, who gets asked by Vanilla the Rabbit to babysit her daughter Cream, who is 9 years old, for a few days while she's out doing, whatever the fuck she's doing. During these days, the player does what appear to be innocent activities with Cream, like playing games or giving her food, all of which build up her trust until you eventually unlock some extremely nasty interactions you can do with her. The first version of this game,
whoever made this is a pedophile,
was uploaded almost 15 years ago on Ink Bunny, which...
Yeah, whenever you post something very illegal and fucked up, guys, if you try to delete that before it's too late, or after it's too late, it's up here forever. You can't always take it down.
Which is basically a website that exists so furries can show and share their questionable NSFW artwork. The team behind this masterpiece of a game consisted of just 2 people, Avalon X, the art designer, and Avion, the programmer. The furry gooners of the website immediately saw amazing potential in the game. The post that contained this first version of Babysitting Cream gathered hundreds of thousands of views, and users on the website were already extremely excited about the project. But did the creators deliver though? That's what we are about to find out. As soon as you open the game, you are immediately greeted with Tails giving us a warning stating that you could go to jail if you try to do anything from this game in real life. Wow.
Yeah, good thing I didn't make these games like that. I'm not just like the game designer. Because that is just too much hard work. And
yeah. Really, Tails? I had no f***ing idea. Tails also states that this game is a work done under the clause of being a parody and a work of fiction. So I guess the creators are trying to label the game as a joke and something not serious so that they don't get in legal trouble. Well, I don't know about you, but when I think of a joke, I don't exactly think about making a furry porn fan game of Sonic. But that is just me though. I guess the creators of the game just have such an advanced level of...
Oh god, this is the biggest brain. I didn't know his brain could be in this freaking chair. That is crazy.
humor that no normie like you and me would
Anybody
be
has
able
some
to
crazy ass
comprehend.
imagination.
Skipping the warning that Tales gives us, we are finally introduced to the game, which consists of a very basic point-and-click setup. You select the places of the house you want to go, and there you can call Cream to perform activities in that specific place. A thing you probably noticed is that even though the characters of the game were hand-drawn, the background of the places consist of real-life photos, which make the characters look completely out of place. Speaking of the characters, their design are just so weird. I don't know if it's just me, but Sonic with a realistically proportionate body just looks uncanny as fuck. Okay, enough about me bitching about how the game
Yeah, Sonic wasn't a tall one in the original design. I don't think this can be that canon.
looks. What about the gameplay? Once you summon Cream, the player can then choose an action. Obviously, different actions lead to different outcomes. These actions serve for Sonic to build relationship stats with Cream, which can be accessed in Sonic's journal. We have energy, which is used to perform actions, ranks, which is your money, happiness, how happy Cream is, touch, how comfortable Cream is.
Hey, bro, come on. That is fucked up.
With Sonic touching her, number
This picture.
of off, which is
Okay, that user who made this type of shit on that Ink Bunny website thingy that I never used is a flat out creep.
is pretty self-explanatory. Peeping how well Sonic can spy on Cream without her noticing. Exposure, which is how
What the? Okay, that's just cursed. That's cursed.
comfortable Cream is with seeing Sonic naked, and relationship with Cream,
Bruh.
which is the overall trust level that Cream has with Sonic. The way you increase these stats in the game is very unethical to say the least. For example, to build up the peeping stat, you can make Sonic spy on Cream while she's taking a shower, or even take a look at her pants while she's falling asleep. And the worst
Yo, bro, come on. That's just pedophilic behavior right here. Good thing I don't do this type of shit on YouTube anymore.
part is that these disgusting actions actually reward you. Choosing the right actions will improve Sonic's relationship with Cream, unlocking new
What the fuck?
options that get increasingly more intimate. The actions you can choose from depend on the location, and during my short gameplay session I noticed there aren't that many places to go. There is the kitchen where you can feed Cream, the living room where you can play games and watch cartoons with her, the bathroom where you can take a shit and jack off, Cream's bedroom
What the
and Vanilla's bedroom where you can...
That is just out of pocket, bro. That is just out of pocket. Out of context.
well, do the main objective of the game, and finally the
Okay. If Dan Sobel made this shit, he's toast. He's extra toast. He's burnt. He's murked. He's in jail with a bunch of black dudes.
city where you can visit the park, the super mall, or the beach. There are probably more locations that unlock as you progress, but honestly I couldn't bring myself to play this game for more than 20 minutes. As soon as your touch and relationship with Cream stats are high enough, you can make Cream do things like take her dress off or sleep with her. And even though the game centers around ways of Sonic getting his way with Cream, there are many other characters in the game that you can have sex with. There is Blaze the Cat,
Fuck.
Amy, Sally, Marine. Not even Tails is safe from Sonic's
What
predatory
the
behavior. However, unlike Cream, these characters are portrayed as adults, or at least they look like adults. So I don't really have a problem with this specific part of the game. But for the most part,
Bullshit.
the game just really centers around
They're just using their older age so this guy who made this game can literally get away with it. If he pulls the autism card as an excuse or homosexuality, that would be fucked. I know when people that expose the shit out of me that over my mistakes pulled the homosexuality card or something so they can get away with it as an excuse. But there's nothing wrong with being gay, alright? I understand it's 2026. But homosexuality does not excuse you for doing horrific shit like praying to kids or slandering people, stalking them, and heck, even ruin people's lives. I know, like, normal people with homosexuality don't do this. But if you do shit like this and, like, ruining my life or stalk people, slandering people, and attack my fan base, using homosexuality does not excuse you for doing horrific shit like that online. Like, normal people with homosexuality don't do this, bro. So fucked.
Sonic trying to get some with Cream. The other characters just appear from random events as far as I know, probably serving as a bonus for the gooners playing this game. The
Oh god, this guy looks like... looks fucked.
dialogue of this game also feels super unsettling, in a way that makes Sonic seem like a predator.
Hey, whoa. It's a good thing it's censored.
Who can only think
You're
about
too
having
horny about
sex
this.
all the time, with even the most mundane things in his day somehow making him horny.
Yeah, if you guys were exposing the shit out of this game, and you didn't age restrict it, and you said, "Viewer discretion is advised, Chad, that is not for kids." Motherfucker, this kid's clicking on this shit, and don't know what the hell are they doing. Like I said, homosexuality or something like mental illness does not excuse you for doing shit like that. Using the "I'm gay" card does not excuse you for doing shit like that. So fucked up.
Like, you're watching a movie, Sonic gets a burger. You order a pizza,
Bruh.
Sonic gets a burger. You are at your grandma's funeral, Sonic gets a fur.
What? Bro, that's messed up. These people are so fucked up. I can't believe some people are still praying to kids. Bruh.
But that's not even the worst part about the dialogues. The descriptions of the sex scenes are insanely detailed. Like, way too detailed, to the point where it feels generally uncomfortable to read. And most of the time there isn't even an image on the screen showing what's happening, it's just a wall of overly descriptive text that sounds like it came straight out of a romance book made by a woman.
Bruh.
And finally, I want to talk about
It ain't BoJack Horseman. You can't do that shit.
the two endings this game has, both of which are determined by a statistic I didn't mention earlier called moral alignment. This stat goes up if Sonic behaves like a normal human being and does nothing wrong with Cream, and goes down if he behaves like Jeffrey Epstein. If throughout the whole game you didn't
Yeah. No shit. Joey Nigro or Dan Sobel did this shit on purpose. Since they prey to
do
children.
a single questionable thing to Cream, you unlock the pure ending, where Vanilla comes home, tells you that you have Heart of Gold, and then rewards you with a fun time with Amy and Sally. But if you did even one bad thing to Cream, you unlock the bad ending, where Vanilla catches you with Cream, and instead of getting mad, she says she's happy that Cream's first time was with a hero.
Bullshit! Joey Nigro pulled this card also. He pulled the hero card so he can get away with it. He just pulled the victim card a couple years back. Bruh.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Basically, we have the shit ending and the even shittier ending, which pretty much sums up how bad this game is. Babysitting Cream is nothing more than yet another disturbing Sonic fan project in the form of a fetish game. The creators do try to make some jokes here and there to make it look less bad. Like, wow guys, isn't it funny? A world where all Sonic characters just think about sex all the time. Look guys, Sonic is brutally raping Tails. Isn't that
What the fuck? Yo, that's sus. That is completely sus, bro.
hilarious? Well, I
it's
personally
not.
don't find
That
any
is
of this
fucked
shit
up.
funny. I just find it disgusting. And trying to
Yeah, I found this illegal.
label this as humor is so ridiculous that I don't think anyone
Your Honor, this isn't cheese pizza. It's actually a joke. Bro, there's a lot of people who is complete sensitive and want to act retarded and just wanted to expose the shit out of people that they fucking hate for no reason. Because they just wanted to make... They were making, like, adult or teen content that their fans wanted. You know, it's not on them. It's the fan base they wanted.
would buy that. And that was basically the video. I probably should have given a warning in case you were having dinner, but oh well, I hope you enjoyed that.